What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my virtual world P.U.N.K adventure whatever deck profile. This deck plays a lot of engines. Yes, it's a fat deck, man, very obese. But before we get into the explanation of anything, friendly reminder, of course, to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Goddamn, if you haven't already, I really appreciate that a lot. You have no idea. Really motivates me to always keep making videos like these. And now let's jump right into it. So I am playing the P.U.N.K engine. 1 Xiamen, 1 Foxy Toon, and 1 Deer Note, if I can find. Yes, sir. So very minimalistic because emergency teleport doesn't necessarily have to summon the Xiamen. So if I hard draw the Xiamen, fair enough. And if I don't, well, all good in the hood. Because I can, play without the Xiamen. Emergency teleport can also theoretically summon my virtual world monsters like Nyan Nyan and Lulu. Even though this is no longer something that you're really trying to do. Although, even when we didn't have the P.U.N.K cards, people were still playing Emergency Teleport for Nyan Nyan anyways. So, it is what it is. I mean, it still has its utilities, but yeah, very nice engine. And now we're playing the Brave Token engine as well. Just before I get to explain anything, I want to say that nothing is set in stones. So, if you can find some better ratios, please let us all know in the comment section below, because it would be really nice if you could all find a way to, make this deck a little better. Because right now, it's a 44-card deck, and I feel like not all the ratios are completely on point. But I am on triple Aquamancer, double right, 1 equip spell, 1 Griffin Rider, and 1 continuous spell. So these two cards are perfect as they are, as well as the Griffin Rider. Rite of Amnesia, in theory, you can only play. You can afford to only play 1, and the Aquamancer, maybe you can afford to play 1 or 2. It really depends. But the thing is, you can easily foolish for this card with the Beatrice. So do you really need to hard draw this card all the time? I guess it's one of the best cards that you can discard off of the drawback, quote-unquote, of King Long and Xuanhu. So, playing multiple copies of this card makes sense, and only playing 1 right makes sense because you can also recycle it back from the graveyard to the hand. Anyways, for the virtual world monsters, I'm playing 3 of every single one of them, except that I'm not playing 2-2 for obvious reasons. Not the best card out there. I'm only playing 2 Lao Lao, and I'm only playing 2 Nyan Nyan. So, Lao Lao is actually the worst one when you get your stuff going. It's an extender, not a good starter. And Nyan Nyan literally does nothing in the hand. It's actually the kind of monster that you just want to foolish and discard so that you can revive it back again. But yeah, it's not really a starter at all in the hand. It literally just achieves nothing on its own. And I guess the other ones are kind of self-explanatory. GG is like an end phase Skarm recycled back from the graveyard to the hand. Lulu is an immediate search, and Kirin is like an extra Foolish Burial on top of the Foolish Burial that you already have, because obviously every single virtual world monster outside of, Nyan Nyan and Tutu are Foolish Burials, and that's why this deck is inherently kind of consistent and always gets its combo pieces, even if you don't draw the most specific cards out there. And for the going second cards, I'm on triple Ash and triple Dark Ruler, which again is not set in stones. You can play pretty much anything that applies for the format that you are considering playing this deck for. 1 Call by the Grave, obviously triple Emergency Teleport, the 1 Xuanhu, and double Chuche. So again, 44 card deck list, and for the extra deck, I'm on 1 Baron, 1 Shen Shen, 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech, even though this deck doesn't really make rank 9s anymore, so you can afford to not necessarily play all those rank. I'm only playing 1, but still. 1 Omega, 1 P.U.N.K Jam Dragon Drive, which is actually needed in the combo. Shooting Riser Dragon, which you can actually synchro summon or summon off of Needle Fiber and then make a Omega or Shen Shen or Baron on your opponent's turn. Definitely comes up a few times. And then of course the Juju with the Stardust Charge Warrior, Zeus, Dragonlark Perrin with the Fan Fan. Again, comes up very often. This card is really good going second. Beatrice, Downward Magician with Fortune Tune. I don't know if you necessarily need those cards if you want to make a 4 material Zeus. I guess it could come up sometimes. You could also play Psychic and Punisher and those other better synchro utility cards. Really cool thing about this deck is that if you debarrier it, I still have the other rest of my extra deck to play with. So you debarrier me for synchro, I can still go into my Xyz, and you debarrier me for Xyz, I can go into my synchros and play from there. And either way, even if I get hit by Scythe, I can still access the Chuche and get a few engine cards from there. Anyways, Needle Fiber is the final card in my extra deck, and for the idea section, I guess Artifact Lancia for some reason. I don't even know if that's really worth it. Banshee with Zombie World, of course, because you can easily foolish it with Beatrice and Shooting Riser Dragon. So Flunderies is free post game 1. Ariel, Dragoon, which you can make with the Muddy Mudge Dragon, with the Ultimate Tzolk'in, because it's a dragon effect monster. Crystal Wing, which you summon off of the Tzolk'in, so that's actually a very nice combo that you can do in the more pure virtual world deck, because this really tries to achieve a completely different board. Coral Dragon, which is the level 6 tuner that you use with the level 6 non-tuner, that is Charge Warrior, in order to make Soulkin, and you draw 2 cards in the process. One on the summon of Charge Warrior, and one when you link off the Coral Dragon. Anyways, Ptolemy 7, Duster, Anti-Spell, Skill Drain, because if you're playing... depending on the build that you're playing of Virtual World, you can actually just play Skill Drain completely well, or like there can only be one, because your effects, like your very relevant effects, never really resolve on the field, except for the extra deck cards. And finally, Red Reboot, I really don't know why this card is here. That's pretty much it for this deck profile. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.